So, the concept of working hard and achieving your goals is pretty straightforward. You put in the work and the results will come. But there's one big problem in that theory, and that's putting in the work. We always see the end goal, enjoying the race, crossing the finish line and drinking a cold beer, or being a billionaire with all the cash and the mansions and the cars. But 80% of that is the work we have to put in before we can see any of those things. And that is something we sometimes forget about. With running, it's quite simple. If you just run more and more consistently, you will get better and you will enjoy it more. Yes, there are some complex workouts and fancy shoes and magic supplements, but run more, get better, period. I'll use myself as an example. When I first started running, I only ran a couple of times a week and I trained as if I was preparing for a half marathon. But I still entered full marathons. And I hated those races, all of them. And every single time I blew up at 30 kilometers and I died. Not a nice death, a painful, horrible death. And then one day I decided that enough is enough. I need to start putting in the miles, train hard, and start enjoying these marathons. And this might sound a bit bad and cocky, but nowadays I'm not really scared of the marathon anymore, because I'm ready to take on the battle. Running a marathon is hard. Doesn't matter if you go full gas or take it easy, or whether you're very well prepared or not prepared at all. You're gonna die, even if it's just a little bit. But that's why I always have a race in mind or a start line waiting, just to keep me motivated, because I never want to feel like I felt in those first couple of marathons. Usain Bolt once said that he trained for 4 years just to run 9.5 seconds to win an Olympic gold medal. We don't run for Olympic gold medals, and personally I don't really care about the medal itself. I just want to have a good time, see new places and push my own personal limits more and more. But the race itself is just a cherry on top of the cake, or the tip of the iceberg, and we have to get through all of that stuff at the bottom just to get there. The longer the race is, or the faster you want to run, the bigger the cake and the iceberg gets. David Goggins says that training is not about motivation, it's about discipline. For me, 60% of the days I don't want to go out for a run. My mind plays games with me, I'm tired, my legs hurt, I'm looking for excuses, but I want that cherry. I want to see that finish line. So I shut up, I put on my shoes and I go out for a run. I sometimes tell people that I can't do a specific thing with them because I have to go for a run. Well, I don't really have to go for a run, but that doesn't mean that I always want to go for a run. But if I want to run sub 3 hour marathons and run long in the mountains, I kind of have to go for a run. But that's also the reason why I'm always entered for races, just to put that little bit of extra pressure on me to force myself to go out for a run.
1, go.
In a way, running is almost like life. You can't just sit on the couch all day, drink beer, Netflix and chill. and just gaze at the stars and expect a massive paycheck to come in at the end of the month. You have to put in the work. And same with running. You have to put in those miles to be able to enjoy the races. If not, that horrible painful death is waiting for you. Or if you like sleeping under a bridge or crying for your mommy's help at the 30k mark of a marathon, if that's your thing, then so be it. So yeah, with running, we are gonna die a bit. Always. I even have it tattooed on my leg to remind myself. But let's die peacefully and not with flames and tears and hatred all around us.